Man, I remember when I was in high school, it was like, I think, back in the day when they had Scared Straight. So
Yeah.
we were on that. I think it was like, it was either middle school or high school. I forgot where it was. And we went to a prison and they took us down to where the gay guys were, but they were mean. They were hitting the bars and they were like, "Come here, baby, come here." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." And I mean, it was really, really bad. They took us into this room where they record everything. You know that. It was Scared Straight. I mean,
Right.
we were on the program Scared Straight. And I was like, what am I doing here? I really
You went.
I did. I never got in trouble. I was always a straight A student. I mean, literally that really like, I just put it this way. I never taken a hit of marijuana. I don't drink any hard alcohol. I don't want to lose consciousness of anything, or my precept of reality needs to stay. Because of that, I have been really scared straight. So definitely, that was one of the highlights of my life where I will never forget their faces and how they told us that we never want to end up there. And
Wow.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Wow, that is
Well,
really cool.
it was cool, and it to this day it still leaves. It left a mark on me, so much so that even if I thought about doing something bad, it kind of reverted back to that day that I went to the prison. I'm good. It's just I'm good.
I think
Wow.
that's definitely like a positive thing, and I wish there was more like preventative measures that that we took to help the youth, you know what I'm saying, to deter them from going to prison, because I feel like the numbers just get higher and higher and higher every year.
They do. Wow. Well, we're already into the conversation. I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. Yo, man, don't go anywhere. We got a great show for you today.
I dare to be different. 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 I dare. I dare. I dare to be different. I dare to be different.
Welcome back to the show. You can get us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spreaker, Spotify, TuneIn, Deezer. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel at Dream Chasers Radio. Dream Chasers Radio. All right. So, guys, we have a great show for you today, man. I'm telling you, there's so many different aspects to life, and, so many different places that you can go. You can go this way, you can go that way. And so, and we were talking about this earlier. So I want to go ahead and introduce our guest today. Please tell everybody who you are and what you do, please.
Hi, my name is Lucky. I run a YouTube channel, Laughing with Lucky, and it's kind of a joke to say Laughing with Lucky because I don't really feel like I'm very lucky. I've been to prison. That's very unlucky. And I just try to share the stories about what it's like in prison as a gay guy, because it's quite something, it's quite a crazy thing.
Definitely. And he needs his 1,000 subscribers, guys.
Yes,
See,
yes.
He knows I've been watching his channel because because he needs 1,000 subscribers. And when you subscribe to him, subscribe to me. And then when you subscribe to me, subscribe to him. That's how this works. We're in this together. Definitely. So tell me about your experience and did you end up in prison?
I did. I spent 3.5 years, almost 4 years in prison, and it was crazy from the first day. You don't get kind of like a manual of how you survive in prison. You literally just sort of have to just go through the experience and either sink or swim sort of thing, and then especially as a gay person, the rules are different for a person like me versus just any other guy that's in prison. We are from the very beginning forced basically to become the females of this society. It's a culture of just men And the feminine ones, the feminine men, or just the all obvious gay guys, they are sometimes like literally forced to be, you know, playing the female role, or just encouraged, you know, just like the craziest things, such as my facial hair. Right now I have, you know, a beard. I need to shave actually, but even without shaving, I always have like a mustache or a goatee or something. But that was unacceptable in prison. I was constantly asked, why do I have a mustache, or told that I need to remove my mustache. Even things such as like using the bathroom, it is expected and in some cases demanded that I would have to sit down, you know, when I use the restroom, similar how women do. You know. And then in terms of, as I
Wow.
got to know the other the girls, you know, because we're actually called, you know, girls in prison. As I would get to know the other girls, they give you tips like that you need to be tucking away everything and tailor your clothes to have it fit as tight as possible. Like just weird stuff, you know. But it does come with its
Wow.
advantages too. Like, you know, you have guys that will give you anything, you know, do
Mm,
anything for you.
mm,
It's weird. It's a wild experience, you know, and it's just not really talked about a lot
right.
in mainstream, you know, prison talk. And that's why I try to talk about it all the time, because it
Mm-hmm.
blows my mind. It blows my mind how huge of a like role the homosexual culture plays in prison, you know.
Mm,
It's really just as large of a part as like gang activity
mm-hmm.
or drugs or anything like that. Homosexuals affect every single person that is in prison one way or another. Like obviously for those that pursue the homosexuals, but then even for those that don't, like for the gang members or for just the homophobic type, or they got a woman or something on the outside, they still are conscious of who is gay because of the fact that they tried to avoid them. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my
So they,
gosh.
yeah, they want to know who you are, who do you speak with, what do you do during the day, where are you, you know, the whole thing. So it creates a lot of pressure, you know,
Mm,
for someone like me, because everybody would know who I am as soon as I got on a compound before I knew who anybody was, you know.
mm.
Yeah, it's a wild thing.
Wow. Well, I mean, that's something that not no. I mean, okay, so a person gets in trouble, you know, they go to jail. Okay, they get in trouble, they keep getting in trouble, they go to prison.
Hmm.
They wouldn't even know this. I mean, like, they wouldn't even understand or comprehend the society that's behind those walls. And when you went in there, did you even have an idea?
No,
Mm,
I had no idea. Yeah. And it is very much opposite of the regular world. That's another thing that I think needs to be like talked about, because,
mm-hmm,
you know, with so many more people constantly being thrown in jail or in prison, you know, the numbers, they increase every year.
mm-hmm,
uh how do there's no help for when you get out, in the sense that I really agree with what President Obama had said when he was in office. He had said that in today's day and age, we're not locking up people that we're afraid of anymore. Now we're locking up people that we're just mad at, you know.
mm,
And even though that treatment, it's like that's changed, you know, but how people are treated that have been to prison, you know, that hasn't changed. Like, you know,
mm.
people, they still, I don't tell anybody that I'm from prison, because I'm
No.
scared of, yeah, you know what I mean, like making people
Yeah.
uncomfortable, or
Mm-hmm.
just how, you know, it would be more challenging for me. But nevertheless, I have psychological trauma from that
Yeah.
experience, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't make sense to me, you know. I feel like there are some countries where their facilities are designed to try and help their people come out better than how they
Mm-hmm.
went in. And I
Right.
don't understand why our facilities aren't like that. Like, it's just basically like a throwaway place where we just put people, you know, just, you don't know what happens to them, you don't really even care, you just out of sight out of mind type of thing.
Mm,
But a lot of people will come out, you know. And how do we want these people coming out? Worse than
mm-hmm.
how they went in? Because
Yeah.
90% of them do, you know?
Yeah, no, and they end up going back, and I can attest to that. I can attest to that. I just leave it there. But it's so sad too, because like you said, you've suffered psychological damage because of this, and coming out. How have you been able to deal with it? Your YouTube channel, has that helped you?
It has, because it's been like a source of therapy in a way. I'm able to freely speak my mind,
Mm-hmm.
and also, I try to make every video with like purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to just be creating, content just for the sake of creating, because then I could do, you know, popular videos or trending videos or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually do want to create like a dialogue, like a conversation around this, because it needs to be talked about, just the same
Mm-hmm.
as people are interested in knowing more about just the environment, and bringing awareness to it, or social, or excuse me, prison reform, just
Mm-hmm.
all of that stuff. I think that this is just as, if not more important, because of the role that it plays. It's kind of like not spoken about, but it really has a large impact on that culture, like that
Mm-hmm.
population, the prison population.
Yes, it does. It does. I was thinking while you were talking, I was like, okay, so do only the gay people or the gay guys or the lesbians go through this when they go into the prison system? Does it happen to straight people too, that they are made to actually be the girl? Or is it just the gays?
um it is just the gays, but
Wow, I
this
didn't know that. I mean,
yeah, but
I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I mean, the movies portray so many different weird things that you just don't understand the truth when it presents itself to you. I mean, I'm just
right,
saying, I mean, most people, to give it to you plain and clear, most people, their perception of jail or prison would be what they've seen in the movies or what they've seen
right.
on TV, and that's not actually the case.
Well, the thing that I think that is kind of surprisingly different than what is usually portrayed
Mm-hmm.
is in terms of guys being like, attacked sexually, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It happens more so to the straight guys actually than the gay guys. I know that's surprising. It is, but it's the truth, because gay
Wow.
people are willing participants. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the guys know that what they need to do is really just charm you. That's why I say
Mm-hmm.
that gay people, they're able to
Mm.
literally be treated like a woman, actually, in prison anyway. Like, you really can be courted by several different guys, and they're trying to present themselves as the best candidate for you, so to
Oh,
speak. So
wow.
yeah, so they'll take care of you. They make sure that you're protected. If you have any issues with like the administration, they will handle it.
Mm.
Give you anything, but straight guys, I would say, who are just like pretty looking guys, like just good
Mm-hmm.
looking guys, they run more of a risk of actually being like attacked. Yes, I'm
Wow.
serious, because because the men know that this is not a willing person,
Mm-hmm.
but he's very attractive looking or something like that, and that it's
Wow.
tempting for somebody who's going 5 years, 10 years, they haven't had any type of action.
Mm-hmm.
Or the other part of it is, it becomes a very like alpha male type of situation. Who is the most masculine? Who has like
Mm.
the most testosterone? So even like two straight guys, that one is just a little bit more I don't know, just sensitive, or just not as tough, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
um he he probably will have friends who are tougher than him, and he'll just be sort of like the the caddy type of person, I guess, just
Mm.
like, make sure, like their lapdog type of thing, but in exchange he's being protected by them, because
Mm-hmm.
somebody else might try to take advantage of the fact that he's not as masculine.
Right, right. I got you. I got you.
it's
And
it's a
that
crazy
right there,
world.
well, that right there would be like the typical movie kind of thing where the guy is like, being protected because he's doing some work for them, or taxes, or he's running errands, or he's making sure they have their cigarettes and things like that. That's what typically is portrayed in
Right.
the. But when I see the movies or when I see the television, people portraying things, I never see anybody that's gay. Do you
Yeah,
ever
which is
notice that? Is that
yes.
not, is that not like, that does not blow my mind. Oh, but I mean, like, gay guys don't get in trouble too? But yes, they do. And so, we need, like you said, you're doing this because this is not a normal portrayal of prison life. It's not something that you, like, I would know. I wouldn't know this. I didn't need to know this.
And I'll give you a real life example of the kind of power gay people actually have in prison. And this is why I can't stop talking about this, because it just blows my mind that it's not discussed. This
Mm-hmm.
is a real life current example that I'm going through. I have
Okay.
somebody that I'm still with, somebody that I got involved with while I was in prison. We fell in love and we're still trying to maintain a relationship since I've been out.
Mm-hmm.
And after I got out, he needed to figure out what he was going to do with, his cell situation. He needed a new cell partner. It's very hard to find, a compatible cell partner. And now that he has like the stigma against him of being, involved with me, he's had it very rough. But there was a homosexual that I got to know while I was in there that I actually feel kind of comfortable with. They're not as scandalous as a lot of the other gay people are in there. So my fiance ended up getting in the cell with this queen, this homosexual person.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, it didn't work out because I was kind of suspicious here and there, but Cam is his name, my fiance's name. His name is Cam. He would assure me that, nothing's going on. And then I could tell that the queen started to just do little vindictive things just from stuff that Cam would tell me over the phone, that the queen would do little vindictive things that, it just seemed like they were just kind of like, jealous or mad that Cam wasn't, fooling around with him. So he ends up, this queen, I know from when I was in there, this queen was sleeping with two correctional officers and the unit manager, and they kind of like ran the compound, like like as a safety inspector. And so I just get used to saying stuff like that, but he actually ended up getting the officers to run in on the cell and charge Cam with tobacco, even though Cam didn't have any tobacco on him. And I, of course, fought that with Cam and got it thrown out because it's a bogus charge. But that's not only just a example of
Wow.
power, but then because of me like fighting it against him, the queen got so mad that now the unit manager is still has thrown Cam back in the hole again in like solitary confinement again, trying to charge him over again. But it's purely just because the unit manager is having sex with that homosexual. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wow.
that's the type of power that like the gay people have in there. It's
Wow.
really crazy. I could tell
Wow.
hundreds of stories like
Wow.
that.
And I would not have ever known. I mean, I have so many friends that are gay. My aunt is she's gay. And
Mhm.
it's like, I don't care if you're gay or straight. I really don't give a crap. But I want to know the truth. The truth is that if I have a friend that's going to get in trouble, at least I understand. I could tell them, look, don't get in trouble because this is this and that. I want to know. You know what I mean? Because you care
Right.
about the person. And so this is really important for people to know. If you have a gay friend, if you have someone that's always getting in trouble, not able to kind of keep it together, you need to introduce them to Lucky's site right there on YouTube. And his
Yes.
information is going to be there. Because look, we can't be ignorant. We can't. We cannot be ignorant. I don't care if you like gay, you don't like gays, you know someone that's gay and you care for them. Come on.
Right. And
You
it's
you care for them.
and honestly, I would never want anybody I don't want anybody to go to prison
No,
really, but
gay or straight.
especially
You better not
right,
go if you're
right.
cute looking. Oh no.
But
Uh,
especially like a gay person,
mm-hmm.
it's a different experience for a gay person that's locked up than anybody else. It's a very traumatizing type of experience. But when I tell my stories, I try to actually uh include some sort of humor in a way. You know, I try to, because I know that they're heavy
They're
topics,
serious.
but
They're serious.
yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
you know, and I just naturally kind of try to have an attitude that's sort of nonchalant. Even when I was in there, like, you know, I would try to just, otherwise, you know, I mean, you go crazy in a world like that, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're out. I'm glad you understand why you went in. And I hope that you do stay out, and I hope everything works out for you, you know, and I hope that this channel can help you to get over what happened to you in the past and also help others. Because, I mean, basically what I'm looking at is you have a big heart and you just want people to understand that, look, this is not the situation you want to be in. So
Right.
definitely, definitely. I want to thank you so much for being on the show. Tell me, where can people find your YouTube channel?
You can find my YouTube channel if you type in the search bar Laughing with Lucky, or I'm on Twitter, Laughing with Lucky, Instagram, Laughing with Lucky, you know. Yeah, or actually you can even type in the Prison Diaries on YouTube and you'll
Mm.
find some when I first came on, I was reading my journal. I kept a
Mm-hmm.
journal while I was in there, you know. So yeah.
Wow, wow. Well, yeah, definitely. I suggest that anyone who has a loved one, or if you yourself, or anyone to that effect, I think I think this should be like a main topic, only because I don't, like I said, I didn't know. I had no idea, and I think that just because we don't know doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. And I think we
Right.
shouldn't be ignorant of any aspect of life when it pertains to the truth, when it pertains to the truth. And this is the truth, and we need to know about it. Lucky, thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime, anytime. And thank you guys for tuning in. And don't forget to what? Always dare to be different. All right, guys. Until next time. Bye. He's laughing at me.